What's up everybody, Jason Aspis with The Kitchen, here to do a little research project about EVA foam core paddles. Now I think these things are dangerous, I think they are a threat to pickleball. Not to be an alarmist, but I actually think that there's going to be pretty big issues with this. I did a post the other day about the Diadem Vice, just as an example of an EVA foam core paddle. I was amazed at the number of comments of people that did not agree with what I was saying, told me to shut up, put some goggles on, and go play some pickleball. I don't think people understand just how powerful these paddles are and the danger that it creates. 14 feet away from one another, hitting with a paddle that can outpace your reflexes. Shout out to Hudef for sending me some paddles. Some of these are EVA foam core. This is the Viva Pro. This is a perfectly legal paddle. This is a honeycomb core. It has the USA stamp of approval. But this paddle is not. This says EVA. There is no USA pickleball stamp. This paddle hits much harder than the other. Here's another paddle that they sent me. This is the New Era. This doesn't look like a normal paddle. I brought it down to the US Open to show some players. I wanted them to try it, see if it changes your perspective once you hit one of these paddles, whether they're dangerous or not.
So, are you familiar with the Vice paddle, Diadem?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever played with it?
Yes.
Okay. Is it fair to play rec with that type of paddle?
Rec, you can play whatever. Doesn't matter.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it dangerous? Should I be signing a waiver, getting on a court with you with the Vice?
No, because as long as you're playing the right level of people, it should be fine.
So now I'm neutral on the EVA foam paddle. I don't know if it should be considered an actual pickleball paddle or if it should be a different sport altogether, but I'm open to trying one out and seeing what it actually is because I've heard a lot of conflicting things about it.
I mean, if it's a performance enhancer that enhances your performance on the courts, I think that's something that we got to look into. It's a disadvantage for other people that are not playing with that.
Holy cow. Well, when you first took it out, I thought you were taking out a padel paddle or paddle tennis paddle. It just had that look, and then it may even have that grit and feel to it. The thickness, it's very much like paddle. It looks cool. I would try it. It's obviously, I don't think it's going to be legal, but I mean it's sick. This reminds me way more of a padel paddle.
It is 100% not a normal paddle. The way the grit is done, it's underneath the paint. So they paint it over the grit. This resembles, to me, it feels like the weight of a padel paddle. Feels like a padel paddle. It just doesn't have all the holes that the padel paddle has. It has one down here, but yeah.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. It's like a little trampoline.
Whoa, okay. Well, so first of all, the grit. And this is a pretty cool paddle. It's light, and I don't know, I'd like to, of course, try it. The thickness is way up there compared to others, so it should be fun to play with.
I mean, at first I was like, all right, it's normal, I can dink with it. And then once the ball came fast and I was able to speed it up, it just like catapults off. So if you're not expecting it, or if it's disguised as a regular looking paddle, then it could be dangerous for sure.
That is a performance enhancing paddle. Oh, wow, holy cow. The thing flies off it, it's a rocket ship, and after seeing that, like, it's definitely dangerous to play with that.
Well, at first, I wasn't sure what to think because I hit a couple light shots with it. I was like, there's nothing to this paddle. It's not really doing anything for me. I flicked my wrist on a volley, and it rocketed into Jay's chest. And I've never felt that kind of power before from a little tiny flick of my wrist. And at that point, I started thinking that in order to safely play with these paddles, you're going to have a situation where everyone knows, okay, you're playing somebody with this paddle, you're taking your health at your own risk. And I don't think that's fair to do unless you're telling everyone, hey, I'm using this paddle, it's not legal. Do you want to play with me with this paddle? And I don't think anyone should feel bad for saying, no, I don't want to play with you with that paddle. It's not a pickleball paddle, it's something else. It's not quite pickleball, it's almost pickleball. It's something else, in between pickleball and racquetball or something crazy.
People told me just wear goggles.
Yeah, maybe.
But we shouldn't all be wearing goggles on the court.
No, you shouldn't have to.
This isn't football.
No.
Come on.
Maybe get some pads too.
Thanks.